Okay, so let me check this myself. Hello? Hello? So I am hoping that. Hello? Hello? So, hi, my name is Pammie. I'm on Locs Talk Live. It's Wednesday. It's 7 p.m. every Wednesday. I'm going to be doing it. I'm just waiting for some of you guys to come on in, show up. Come on in. Come in, come in, come on in. I'm going to go ahead and share so people know that I am now live. So as you come in, please hit that like button there, subscribe if you're new, and let's get this party started. Okay, so I got that there. I hope that everybody can join me tonight. I went Lox Talk Live on Instagram last week because I had the time last week trying to get my sound, and for whatever reason my sound just was not trying to come through, and I was so upset. But you know what? I said I'm not going to get defeated again. So this time I tested it earlier and I went live for like 5.5 seconds. And now I'm back on here. My lips are super dry. Oh my God, I forgot to get some chapstick. Oh. So when you're ready, please come in, come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. Mhm. So Lox Talk Live will be, I'm trying to shoot for an hour, but if I don't get a lot of people in, I'll stay and chit chat for a little while, and then I'll go again. So yeah, we'll see how we do, right? Hmm. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Let's go in here. Does anybody came? Not yet. Okay, so far we got one and one like. Hmm. It's quiet. I'm all by myself, but it's okay. I wonder if my glasses will pick up. Yeah, my glasses is picking up all the light. All the light is in my glasses. And I can't see because they ain't clean. So I'm just going to do this. And I'm sitting here. Tyler! Ty! My lips feel so dry. Jesus. Okay, this is better, but y'all can't see my eyes because all my eyes is doing is picking up my light. But come on in, please, and sit down. We can chat live, chat live, chat live. Oh, I see a second like somebody else is in here. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I definitely. Okay. I hope that more people join today. So far, it's just me. So, Locs Talk, Locs Talk, Locs Talk. If you are new to my channel, Locs Talk is a blog that I write. I have it written in my website, www.pammielockswithlove74.com. Um, yeah, I know it's long, but I lock with love. Yes. Um, and what I do is I talk about things, all things locks and loose natural hair. So it's health tips on how to take care of your hair to get it to thrive and grow. Products that you should be wary of, and also not just stuff that you should be wary of, but the proper products to use on locks versus loose natural hair. Ingredients that's in the products that you want to definitely be careful about using because things like parabens and phthalates and stuff like that can really cause major health issues and different cancers and stuff like that. So you got to be very careful with all of those things. Um, education tips, like trimming and colors and organic nail health, healthy care for your hair. Um, just different things. Okay, I've done a number of Locs talks, um, which are rather lengthy. I have recently started doing like daily tips, like little 1 minute tips. So you'll see a lot of video shorts, just giving a tip of the day to help you to just reiterate education to make sure that you understand how important it is to keep your health of your hair up. Um, The reason why I identify myself as an organic, loose, and natural hair care specialist is because all of my care that I do with natural hair entails keeping your hair in its natural state. So I don't do services that alter the state of your natural hair. So I don't straighten hair. Now, these are things that I can do, but these are things that I don't do because some people want to be completely natural without making major changes to their hair. The only Now I'm not 100% organic because I do color hair, so I don't consider that organic because you're not keeping your natural hair color. Um, but outside of that, I don't do harsh chemical treatments to people's hair, such as relaxers. or Jerry curls, or what do they call them now? Gina curls. It's a Jerry curl. I don't bleach hair, so even though I color hair, I do not bleach hair. I don't put bleach in your hair because um, I try to stay away from doing too much things that can cause permanent damage to your hair. So I don't use high extensive heat on hair either. Um, Even with my lock clients, most of them air dry. And if I do put them under the dryer, it's always on low for just a very short period of time. But for the most part, I use microfiber towels on their hair to help soak up as much of the water as possible. I do not work on soaking wet hair. I've seen that. I don't do that because there's a high risk of lock rot when you work on locks that's too wet. So I do make sure that they sit with the microfiber towel on their head to absorb a lot of the moisture before I get started with their retwist and things like that. Um, yeah. So far right now it's just me in here. It's me, Jessica. But I am giving this a shot. I'm giving this a go and hoping that in time my audience will grow. I will commit myself to posting video shorts every single day to just give you an insight of what I actually do as far as education goes. But please feel free to go through my playlist. Locs Talk, all is in one specific playlist. It helps you to really identify what you're looking for. And you can just scroll through the playlist. It'll tell you. All of them are titled to try to help you pinpoint what it is you're trying to look for. Um, as far as anything else goes, I am just ranting right now because I'm just waiting for people to come in. Come on in. It's easier when I'm talking to someone. Um, but yeah. So during Locs Talk Live, what it is I'm going to invite people to come in. I hope this is public. Is this public? This should be public. Yeah, yeah. This is public. I invite people to come in and whatnot to ask whatever questions they need to ask in regards to um, their hair care needs. You know, because sometimes a person only has like one question and doesn't need to book a whole consultation to get one question answered. Now, a consultation, which is what I do consultations virtually via Zoom. Um, I have a window of time that I put on my services, but if it's more time that I have available, I let the call continue and no, I'm not going to ask you for more money than what you paid for the consultation. If we go on with the consultation, that is on me, you know, and that's only if I have the extra time because sometimes I have an appointment that's coming in like right after your consultation, so I have to get everything snip, 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 snip. But oftentimes a person may have a number of issues that they really need to work through. So we have an extensive conversation. Um, Sometimes I have extended consultations where I'm literally taking a person step by step through every part of their process and the things that they want to do for their hair. Um, so yeah, this is hard to do when there's nobody in here but me. So I hope that, you know, somebody sees it and come on in because I did poll and everybody said, yeah, Wednesday at 7 o'clock is great. So um, we'll see what's going on here. I'm going to just share this. All right, take this and we're going to copy. And now I'm going to go in here. Watch this. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to inbox a bunch of people. I did. Bring them on in. Right, not out, but in. Here we go. In my messages. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with y'all for a little bit. And just basically, okay, here we go. Paste. on in. Paste. Come on in, please. Come on, pop on in. Paste. So since it's just me, I can look down and do all this stuff and whatnot. I hope that y'all had a great week. Um, I didn't feel so well after last week, so I was fighting off a cold, and that was kind of crappy. But I'm feeling much better today. But you can still kind of hear it in my voice a little bit. So yeah. So what I'm doing now is just reaching out to you all so you know that I'm in here. And as you come in, please hit that like button because it makes it so all of my, stuff will come on through. Who else? Susan. Okay. Um, Andrea. Okay. Lisa. Okay, let me see who else I didn't have in here yet. I'll put that in there. All right, so sent some through there. So let's see y'all in Messenger. Hello, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just sending some invitations. Hey, Andrea, how are you? Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Love you, sisters. Welcome to Locs Talk Live. I'm just sending invitations to everybody just so everybody knows that I'm here. Thank you for the green heart. Love you. Love you, love you. So, how you doing tonight, sis? You good? Hello, welcome. Who was that just came in? Welcome to Locs Talk Live with Pammie. Please hit that like button. Hit that like button as you come in. Pretend it's a doorbell. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Hit that like button for me. That helps push the content so more people can show up and things like that. So yes, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Hit that like button. Okay. Who else? Tanya. So I was, trying to introduce myself to people who didn't know me. But most of the people that's coming in now are people who do know me. So I'm not going to push too hard. Let me see who else. Diamond. Yeah, there you go. Peace. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do for now. Who else is here? All right, so far it's just two people. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to stay in here and stick in here for a little while. Hopefully people will start popping in and showing up and whatnot, so on and so forth. Can you hear me okay, Andrea? You can type yes in the chat. So I know because last week the issue was The issue last week was sound. People couldn't hear me. So I just want to make sure. Excellent. Thank you so much. I appreciate the thumbs up. Um, yeah. You have any questions for me? Because this is going to be a playback. So if you have any last questions, please feel free, pop it in there. That way when others watch it on the replay, you know, it will be seen. We have a third person that's in here. I don't see who it is yet. So come on in, come on in. Hit that like button as you come in, please. Yeah. Any questions? It's some intimate to me. There's some rain coming. Just some winter dryness at the scalp. Wondering what to do about that dryness at the scalp during the winter. Scalp dryness during the winter time is just keep excess moisture. Now, for me, what I do to keep excess moisture, if I'm not outside, my head most of the time, just like right now, I keep my head covered. Somehow keeping your head covered, especially with your satin lined bonnets or like the head wrap like I have on, it helps the heat from my hair keep the moisture that I when I moisturize my hair. It helps to keep that moisture up so my scalp is not exposed too much to the outside winter. Now, when you're going outside, you absolutely must cover your head when you're outside during the winter time. Like cover your head. If you have on a beanie hat, make sure that is something inside of it, like satin or silk, or put a silk scarf over on your hair before putting the hat on, so that the hat doesn't pull and snag at your hair because you don't want it breaking your locks. We don't want that. Keeping your head covered, it has to be reminded to most people that the coldness of a harsh winter is just as damaging as heat. It can dehydrate and dry not only your scalp but also your hair and cause breakage. So keeping it covered um, will help keep the moisture level higher. Please do not use oil as a moisturizer when you are trying to keep winter moisture up. What you can do is when you moisturize your scalp with a moisturizer, you can seal it with a little oil so it help it stay, sealed into your scalp. But that's about it. You don't want to go too far with putting a lot of oil in your hair because it'll weigh your hair down and cause buildup. I hope that is helpful. Um, Also, aloe vera gel is absolutely fantastic for definitely keeping up moisture on your scalp. You can use a regular aloe plant if you can't if you don't want to buy aloe gel from the store. Aloe plants are not that expensive. You can make your own, with a little water and aloe gel and cook it down. I'm learning how to do all of that, put it into, concoction. So once I do that, I'll show you how to do it and then yeah. Okay? Yeah. Distractible is one of my lock family, so I take good care of my people and my family, make sure that they are good. So I got you, girl. Um, the one that I have, I use a two-in-one shampoo and conditioner when washing my hair. Um, I like the citrus ginger one that I use with peculiar roots. But yeah, a two-in-one shampoo and conditioner will do. I would not recommend doing too much conditioning because again, it alters the texture of your scalp, of not your scalp, of your locks. um, and it can slow down the process. Like so, even when you're doing retwist, it can kind of slow down the process of your hair locking as you continue to do retwist. But during the winter month, every time I wash my hair, I use two-in-one shampoo and conditioner. Once a month, I also do the Moroccan hair oil mask that helps condition my hair to keep it more moisturized and stuff like that. So yeah, there is Let me see. Let me think about the other conditioner that you can also use on your hair. A nice tea tree conditioner is really good too. So if that's something that you could consider, the green pharmacy that's in Dry Salute, Distractable, they have it. The tea tree by Soapbox. They have the tea tree hair conditioner that will probably work really great for you. Okay. Okay, I see more people coming in. Please hit that like button as you enter into the room. Thank you for coming to Locs Talk Live. I've been in here by myself for a little while, but that's okay. I said I'm going to stick in here, and I'm going to stay in here. Locs Talk Live will be every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Um, and it'll be an hour long. I'm going to cap it at an hour. I'm not trying to take up everybody's whole evening and all of that stuff. This is the time of day where I kind of get a little tired too, so I don't want to be ranting and going and going and going. I do appreciate the questions that are coming out. If you have any other questions, distractible, that might help other people, that somebody may have asked you, that you want to ask me as a relay question, I can do that too. Again, they'll have the opportunity to watch this on replay. Um, Say hi in the chat box so I know who's here, and hit that like button. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate y'all showing up and showing out. um, so the questions that I'm answering last week, um, I was asked this question by Fanny. She was asking about how locks sometimes just give up and fall out. Now, there are a number of reasons why locks can fall out. Anywhere from there being a medical issue, from a medical conditioner, or medications that you might be taking, or stress, or negligence. But then there's that small percentage, that really tiny, little small, tiny window percentage of when the season of that lock just came to an end. And that little percentage, that is so hard to deal with when you lose a lock, because that is just the end of where that lock, that's as far as that lock was supposed to go. And a lot of times we don't want to let go. It's not just with locks, it's with anything when it comes to our hair. We want to salvage and hold on to length, even though it's split ends, even though it's dead hair that we know we're supposed to let go of. And then holding on to that could cause so much more damage to the healthier hair that we still have. So now we have to look at what's hard. Is it harder to let go, or will it be harder to deal with what happens if we don't let go? Because sometimes it's more painful to hold on than it is to let go. Yes? Um, I look at a lot of things metaphorically with my hair journey that intertwines with life lessons. So you learn a lot of lessons about your life based on the experiences that you go through with your hair, especially in the lock journey. This is why people consider your lock journey to be a spiritual journey, because you learn so much about yourself. And because you're learning so much about yourself within your lock journey, that's what makes it spiritual, because it's like self realization, is an awakening, and it's liberating. It really is. Um, Speaking of which, Andrea, end of the month, early March will be your window of time for your next appointment. So either the very last week of this month or within the first 2 weeks of March will be the time that you need to start considering when you want to come back for your next appointment, okay? Um, if anybody else has questions, please post them in the chat. I'm happy to answer them. My voice will be fully back by next week. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. The first 2 weeks of March. Okay, great. Just let me know so that I can make sure I keep a window of time open for you, okay? Because I don't want you to miss your opportunity. Um, but anytime like before spring comes in, we want a rebirth with fresh and new, right? Don't we? Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. The third week of March, my calendar will be closed because I will be doing spring cleaning because the season of rebirth is coming. So that third week of March, yeah, I'm about to tear this house up. So yes, I'm just looking at notes here to make sure I cover everything. So March 7th will make 1 year since I restructured this channel. Now, this channel that I'm personally on is now for my locks, Locs Talk and, things like that. But I had this page for a number of years. I used to be a beach body coach. I ain't no more. You can tell, right? Because I got my little lunch lady arms and stuff. No, I'm just playing. I used to be a beach body coach, so I used to do a lot of stuff surrounding beach body. I stopped doing that because it turned to business like and less personal. And if you are someone who knows me personally, you know, I like to share things with people on a more personal level and not so much on a business level. I'm not a business person like that. Um, my sharing is about sharing is caring. Is about helping another person grow. Is about reaching and yeah. But I don't want to say I don't want to give you this information unless you pay me this money. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person. Which is why I choose to educate because it's absolutely necessary. A lot of times people they'll walk into a lock journey completely blinded and they get hit sideways and upside down and backwards with all kinds of stuff that they were not mentally prepared for. And when it comes to stuff like that, especially when it's major changes that comes to your hair, you have to be ready for it and prepared for it. My apologies for background noise. Please close the door. That TV is loud. You tell people you live and the TV's all the way in the back. And God, what is this? What is this? So, um, I apologize for that. It looks like it's just you and me in here. So, I'm just going to see who else comes in. No, no, this ain't even Mom Life Girl. That was the husband that had the TV blasting like that. Watching sports and news and stuff. Mm, mm. But it's okay. I don't think he realized how loud the TV was coming in here. So it looks like it's just you and me in here. Last week was really good when we was on Instagram. Um, a lot of people came in for that. Not many now. You know I'm always making you laugh, girl. So yeah, um, I am going to put some information down in my description of this Locs Talk, and I am going to be coming every Wednesday. So if you want to come in here on Wednesday at 7 o'clock, Andrea, every Wednesday I'll be doing Locs Talk live on YouTube. Okay. I do post little video shorts every single day now. Sometimes you'll see me put it in my Instagram account too, but for the most part, I put them here. I have more of them here than I do on Instagram. Um, because I want Locs Talk to really be a big thing because I enjoy talking about hair. You know that. 'Cause that's all we talk about. And I got some good stuff for you to watch when you come back for your next appointment. I do. I got Black Panther, um, some other stuff. We'll have a good time when you come next time. I see that more people just came in here. If you could just say hi in the chat so I know who it is because I can't see you. Please come on and say hello. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. It can be a little special. Yeah. Um, is that my son? Hi, Tyler. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Hit the like button for mama. That was you, Tyler?
Yeah. Oh, hey, Ma.
Hi.
I was going on YouTube and listening. Oh, what the? Oh, shit.
Now that's mom's life. You hear that, right? Yeah, because you let it sit there and get cold. Yeah. So grown. Where did little high pitched voices go? You remember when they all had the high pitched voices and now they got these grown man voices? Where the high pitch go? Vanessa, hi. Hello. How are you? Please hit that like button. Thank you for coming. And if you have any questions, please. No, just post any questions that you have. Yeah. You heard all the great tips I gave. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, girl. Hi, Chelsea. How are you? Oreo in the room too. I hope so. Nene's in here. She said hi. So yeah, I'm just in here chatting it up. I was waiting for people to come in the room. So yeah, every Wednesday, Locs Talk Live from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'm only going to give it 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. And then I'm gonna let everybody go on their way, have their dinner and all of that stuff. So yeah, she's asleep. Don't you want to wake the cats up in the middle of the day because they keep you up all night running around and scurrying through the house? So I'm feeling much better, but my voice is, you can hear the weirdness in my voice, right? So yeah. uh, let me see. I'll be right back. Let's see what's going on. Anybody can see what's up. Mm-mm. All right. Okay, so got 3 people in here. So I'm taking it that is Vanessa, myself, Andrea. Who else is in here? Hit me up in that chat box over there. My son popped in here to say hi, and then he came out of the room snickering. Okay, the winter dryness tip was helpful. Good. I'm going to use my refresher sprays. I just opened my vanilla sage one. I had one last one. Why do locks have a spongy feel sometimes? Because it's the curls. It's the springs of your curls. That's like just all packed together. So think about like if you had a bunch of little springs and you're just squeezing them, it kind of gives you that sponginess. Yeah. So that's why I got that spongy feeling. Now, if I feel like it's a sponge that has absorbed something, that means you have like stuff inside of your lock that you need to clean that out. So that's the difference. If it feels spongy, like it's soiled, like something's in it, then that's a sign that there's building up inside of your lock that you need to detox and get it out of there. But if it's light and airy and it just got that springy, spongy feel, it's because it's the coils of your curls that's like all bunched together, and it gives you that little soft, pillowy. I have a couple of spongy ones now that I like to just squeeze. And spongy, as long as it's not like a liquidy, weird feeling, feels like marshmallow. Okay, so if it feels like that, that means that that's just the softness of your coils just packed together. That's all that is. Yeah. If there's nothing in there, then there's no buildup. If it feels hard or mushy, like something's in there, then there's buildup in there. But if it doesn't feel hard or mushy like that, you know, it's not buildup. If it's soft and you just got a little give that's coming back, that just means that you got the little coils, the curls. Oh yeah, it went fast because when she did the fall box last year, um, nobody expected it to be that good. So then once they experienced it, they was like, when she brought it back, they jumped on it. Yeah, they was like, I'm not missing it this time. I missed it, but thankfully, I did get to sample the oil because this time she had the oil, and thankfully I was able to get one bottle of the conditioning oil. So I do have one bottle of vanilla sage, lavender refresher spray, and conditioning oil. Um, I'm very limited to how I use that. That's because I only have the one. I use it personally for myself. But I'll let you sample it so you can smell it. It was the Hunger Games. Yes, it sure was. It sure was. It sure. Yes. Well, you can still caress your hair. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but the sage in this one is not that strong. Um, it's very subtle, and nobody would think vanilla sage and lavender works together, but child, it does. It really does because it's not overbearing. It's three very powerful scents, but it's very subtle. So the three of them together makes an amazing combination scent of, yeah, yeah. It really is. And I love the conditioning oil. That's really a good one. And because I don't use a lot of it, that works for me, you know. Yeah. It's time. You went all the way to the Bronx with strong. Not strong, strong. So yeah. How was everybody's day today? My day was good. Lisa was here today, Vanessa. Yeah. I'm just double checking, making sure that I didn't miss anybody. So yeah, some people drop their tax refunds. Oh my, girl, I, you know, I don't think I would ever spend a whole lot of movie. I don't think I would ever spend a lot of money on any concert, no matter how big of a fan I am. I'm just not, I don't do crowds that well. So if it's a room of energy that I don't know, that's no. That's too much energy for me. Um, the whole tax check, but dang. I hope they have fun. What did you make today? What art did you do? Um, are you coming to the paint and sip for Black History Month on the 25th? I hope so, because I'm trying to get more of my people up in there, so have have a more comfortable experience, you know? Yeah. I don't think anybody likes preparing their taxes. I know I don't. But we'll get it done. Yeah. I'll send you the link for it. I'll text it to you. Okay. So February 25th. Come on through. Let's take over the room. So yeah. Um, if you don't come, that's okay too. But I just want to make sure that you know that is taking place because we like to paint. We like to paint. We like to sip too, but we like to paint. So any ideas, ladies, of what you would like me to discuss next week or in coming weeks on Locs Talk Live? If you have friends that have questions about their locks or their loose natural hair, tell them, let them know that I go live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. to answer questions because sometimes people only have one or two questions. That doesn't require them having to book a whole consultation to get those questions answered. You know what I mean? And yeah, just come on in the room. Come on in the room. So I'm gonna come to the paint and sip. I hope so. You better. So, what paint and sip are we talking about? Paint and sip here. There's a paint and sip that we're going to that live in my state that I live in. I don't like to talk about where I live on social media. So, if you know me and you know where I live, it's in my neighborhood. And just hit me up and I'll give you the information about it. Okay. Girl, I'm dealing with locks and hormonal changes right now because I'm currently going through the stages of perimenopause leading into menopause. And I am slowly discovering a lot of the symptoms. Um, one of them, excuse me, hormonal changes. Hormonal changes. One of the major hormonal changes is thinning of the hair. So I have to keep up with my hair as it gets thinner. Now, it was at first it was noticeable. And it was noticeable to enough to the point where I was able to go and get checked out to see what the hell was going on. Watch my hair thinning. Um, and it turned out that's what it was. But I started treating my scalp. So my hair is growing back in, excuse me, and the hair follicles in my hair are more active. So my hair is growing in as fast as it is shedding. So the thinning is because you get excess shedding because of hormone changes. It's not necessarily that I'm losing my hair, I'm just shedding more hair faster. So I need to replace that shedded hair as quickly as it's shedding. So that's one of the issues when it comes to hormonal changes. Um, that occurs both with menopause, but it also occurs during or after pregnancy, and it's usually after pregnancy that postpartum shedding is crazy. A lot of times after women have babies, they can lose their whole hairline. The postpartum shedding is crazy. Hormonal changes really causes you to shed hair at an accelerated rate. What I use on my scalp Excuse me. Believe it or not, what I use on my scalp, I use growth serum, which is by Peculiar Roots. That's one of the things that I use. But I also make sure that I drink extra water because extra water actually helps keep blood flow coming to my scalp. So that helps with my hair growth as well. But lavender oil is also great. So I put a little extra lavender oil in some of my conditioning oils, and that helps with hair growth also. It keeps the hair follicles stimulated so the hair is rosemary oil does as well. Rosemary oil is amazing because not only does it help with hair growth, but it also increases the density of the hair because it wakes up more hair follicles, causing more strands of hair to grow per square inch. So that increases the density of your hair, making it thicker. Okay. I lost my hair when I had my son after I grew. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, and look where you are now. Your hair coming back, girl, with a vengeance. Your hair's coming back. Mm. I'm just loving the journey with you, girl. Oh Lord, my bracelet is attacking my shirt. We're not doing this. No, get off, get off. Oh, I'm upset. I'm upset. My bracelet is attacking me. Who else is in here? I see four people, but I'm only talking to two of you. I heard rosemary raises blood pressure. It does not. It does not. The pineapple growth serum was awesome, and I need to use the rosemary and lavender. Yeah, just don't use too much of it. Just a few drops, just a couple of drops. Nothing crazy. Okay. Um. Again, rosemary oil and lavender oil are essential oils, so you only need a few drops of it because it's highly concentrated and potent. So you're gonna need a carrier oil or base oil, another word for it, to use, and you put the little drops in there. My favorite carrier oil to use is coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, because it penetrates and really gets into the hair really well. Yeah, you are very heavy-handed, Miss Nicole, Miss Vanessa Nicole, Nicole Deleco. No. Okay, boss, I will use sparingly. Yes, please. Yes, please. So what happens with rosemary causing too much high blood pressure is if it's overuse. Again, everything comes down to when you abuse the use of something. But rosemary oil used in proportions and not often because you don't need to use it every day. It's not going to raise your blood pressure. I have read that yes, if you are doing it excessively, it can cause a change in the fluctuation of your blood pressure. Is the reason because it increases the blood flow. So that's why it can look like it's raising your blood pressure. But what it does, it increases the blood flow so that's what causes the hair to grow. It causes the blood to flow more to your scalp. It causes the blood to flow more to where the oil is stimulating. So that's what it is. And if your blood is flowing faster, if you're taking your blood pressure, it can appear on the gauge as high blood pressure, but it's not high blood pressure. I promise you. Okay. So we're approaching the last 5 minutes of the hour. So there's other questions that y'all would like to ask. Feel free to put them in here. Um, I did post two very recent videos. One was touching on seborrheic dermatitis and how to properly treat it. And also, I do have a video on oils, how to use them, how not to use them. My favorite ones to use that helps with growth and softness. My favorite ones to use to fight against things like dryness and dandruff and scalp infections and stuff like that. My favorite oil that I specifically like to use, especially when fighting seborrheic dermatitis, there are two oils that I use in combination to help fight against it, and that's tea tree oil and basil oil. Right, it's a very earthy scent, so if that's not your thing, I don't know. But earthy scent is okay for me. Um, but it works wonders. Like, yeah, everybody that I have treated with severe cases of SD has not had a reflare up since then. So yeah, it's really good, because basil oil it fights against the organism that causes seborrheic dermatitis. So you on point with the winter hair scalp dryness. I need to watch the oil video. It's there. So when you're ready to watch it, girl, go on and watch it. It's like 20 something, 23 minutes, something like somewhere in that vicinity. So, one of those days when you just need something, just yeah, okay. um, so if there's any future questions or information that you would like for me to share on future Locs Talk Lives, just put them in the comments, because even if it doesn't come to you right now, you can always come back to the replay. Just pop it in the comment, or hit me up with a question so I can just write it and jot it down in my book so I know. Okay, I'll make sure I touch on this. I'll make sure I touch on that, and so on and so forth. Um, if the connection and the sound of this live was good for you and everything worked out, please give me a thumbs up so I know that I did work out the sound issues that I was having last week. Cause child, woo. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. My voice today is raspy because I was fighting off a cold earlier this week. And I am definitely feeling so much better because I drank all that water and helped flush everything out of my system and everything and all the good stuff. So I'm happy about that. And so next week, I'm going to think of some good stuff. Tune in every day because I do put little video shorts on here, the little 1 minute videos that come on YouTube. I put different tips on here talking about different things. So today's tip was talking about trimming. Um, the importance of not just trimming off dead ends, but also not dead ends, split ends, but also dead hair that's at the end of your hair. Because a lot of times people forget to cut off dead hair, and if you don't cut that off, it can damage your healthy hair. So, as the tip said, think of a plant. If you have brownness around the leaves, those leaves will die if you don't remove that part of, the brown part that's on the leaves. So, yeah. And just keep in mind that, as I said earlier, in this life, that letting go, as hard as it may be, is easier than trying to hang on, because eventually holding on too long, it will cause you more harm than good. So we are coming into the last moment, the last minute of this hour. And I want to thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate y'all showing up tonight. I will be back next Wednesday with more stuff to talk about. I'm just going to go through and look through my library and look at commonly asked questions and talk about those things. And, again, I'm continuing to work on new projects that I will soon be talking about very soon. I'd like to move in silence and then I'll announce it once it's done. That's how I like to do. That's the best way to move. So, yeah. So, thank you all again. I appreciate you. Love you. Thank you so much for joining me. Y'all have a good night. All praises to you. Bye.